Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So did y'all see yesterday Michelle Obama tried to copy my hair? I'm just kidding. No, I wish my hair looked as good as hers. Anyways, we're gonna take a look at Jeffree's star real quick. You know, like, how does he feel about the whole thing that's going on with Trisha? You know, how did he feel about her? And then, you know, what's gonna happen? Is he gonna have any trouble or anything coming his way? So Spirit, please join us and answer any questions that we have in regards to Jeffree Star. Thank you, Spirit. We're going to be asking how he feels about Trisha Paytas, his involvement in this drama that's going on right now. Thank you so much, Spirit. We ask only with the purpose and intention of clarity and understanding, not with any bad intent. Thank you, Spirit, for joining us and answering any questions that we have. Shane Dawson. Please bless and protect all who we ask about in this reading, as well as all who participate and all who watch. Okay. I have a reading to do in about 25 minutes, so I was like, well, let me just jump on here real quick and take a look, because I was trying to do it the other day and just so much other stuff has happened, or I've been so busy with appointments that I haven't gotten a chance to do it. Alrighty, so we're just looking at how he feels about Trisha. Like, the first thing that comes up with this, you know, King of Wands and Page of Wands, it's almost like he sort of watched Trisha in amusement. Like, he felt like she was amusing, she was funny, she would say, like, outlandish, crazy things, do funny things, whatever. But did he really respect her as a person or think highly of her? No, it was more like, almost like he saw her as the court gesture, you know, because here's Jeffree thinking he's the king of coins. He feels like a lot of the stuff that Trisha gets herself involved in is either with this Devil card, Three of Swords, and Palace of Coins, motivated by money. Like, I'm gonna go, you know, have this kitchen floor meltdown because it's gonna get me a bunch of views, and then I'm gonna get enough money to go buy a Balenciaga bag next week. Like, that's the way that he looks at her antics at times. But then with this Three of Swords and Palace of Swords, it's like, because if you guys pay attention, remember, there's two Three of Swords cards in this deck for some reason, and I leave them in because I'm like, if it was there for a reason, we're just gonna let it be. So he feels like a lot of times, like, the stuff that she gets herself involved in, like going after James Charles, or different things, like her making a big deal about this stuff right now, it's like you choose to let that be the third party in your life that's destroying your life and that you fight people over. Like, you choose to give energy to that kind of stuff, or you choose to make a big deal about things. Like, Jeffree basically thinks that this isn't even like that big of a deal, and that Trisha's making it into something really big. And he feels like she breaks her own heart because she reacts so emotionally to things. Like, she just jumps to react emotionally with this Chariot and this Palace of Cups. And then with the Six of Swords, or sorry, this is the Four of Swords. I was looking at it in the screen backwards. She, you know, puts herself in these situations where she's basically like got herself stuck. Like, she has to go apologize. With this, you know, Five of Coins is talking about she has to apologize. Or with the Magician card, like, she's got to find a way to turn things around for herself, because here she is fighting everybody online again. But she always sort of, you know, with this Death card and this Nine of Wands, bounces back. So he feels like right now, like, Trisha's just making a big deal about something or involving people that shouldn't be involved. Like, his opinion more is like, okay, we already apologized, and if Shane didn't think it was that big of a deal, just because you think it's a big deal doesn't mean that it is, Trisha. Like, get over it. Like, I mean, are we really surprised that Jeffree doesn't have any empathy for anybody else? Spirit, how Jeffree feel about Trisha getting mad at Shane for this? Thank you, Spirit. How does Jeffree feel about Trisha getting mad at Shane for this? Thank you. And you guys, this is something that Spirit just said. Expect other people to come out and speak out, because now, you know, Oscar Wilde, who was apparently a DJ or something like that and friends with Jeffree, came out and said some things about things that Jeffree has done, and then stuff about things or confirming or explaining things that Trisha said that Jeffree said about Shane. And Spirit saying, expect that we're going to actually hear more people that no longer like work with Jeffree or were friends with him or something, but aren't anymore, coming out and like saying a lot of shit that Jeffree said about other people, but also a lot of stuff that he has said that wasn't very kind about Shane. And, you know, behind Shane's back, it's like there is more of that that's going to come out, but there's also going to be more shit that's exposed about Shane spreading rumors or Shane saying certain things, you know, telling people secrets or stuff like that too. And so there's other stuff that's gonna come out that Shane also said about Jeffree, and it's like people are gonna be like, wait, you guys were proclaiming to be the best of friends, making this conspiracy palette together, then you supposedly couldn't, you know, say anything to Jeffree because you were making money off of him, or he was the only person that was there by your side, or blah blah blah, whatever the thing was. But secretly this whole time you guys like didn't seem to like each other very much, and were talking mad crap about each other behind each other's backs. So it's, you know, their inevitable fallout is going to come. And I think that it's just going to be something like, you know, we're going to get some offhanded statement from Jeffree Star about, oh, I'm just not going to be friends with people in this industry anymore. And that goes for everybody. And I don't care how much money we made together. Like, we just have, I can't with this fake industry anymore. Like, something really stupid like that, but it's like really offhanded, kind of snarky thing. That's his way of letting everybody know that he and Shane are no longer friends. So and Shane's going to lose a lot of money behind that too, is what Spirit is saying. All right. So as far as how he feels about, you know, Trisha getting mad at Shane about all of this, he feels like Trisha is, you know, being manipulative. It's like Jeffree's choosing to believe Ryland's version of the story, that, you know, we tried to talk to you, or we tried to be there for you. You didn't want that from us, so what else were we supposed to do? Like, I wish you would have came to us and said, hey, that's not enough, instead of, you know, doing this. Whereas Trisha's like, I did tell you. How many times do I have to tell you something if you're my friend? You know, so it's just like, but also that's because Jeffree, to be honest with you, like I said, he doesn't have any respect for Trisha. And he just looks at her as somebody who wants to be overly dramatic and cause problems for herself and for others. And he just thinks that's what is going on right now. And so he honestly just wishes that Trisha would just basically STFU and go away. It's like, move on. And he honestly feels like, you know, Shane's doing the right thing and just sort of like staying back and not saying anything. I feel like him and Shane have had a couple conversations, and both of them sort of try to tell each other like, oh, you know, Trisha likes to exaggerate things. It's going to take other people coming out and saying, no, Jeffree told me that Shane smells like, you know, a dead raccoon on the side of the road because he doesn't clean himself and he's so annoying and disgusting, that it's like Shane's going to be like, okay, Trisha obviously wasn't lying. She was telling the truth. Jeffree was talking shit about me. I mean, at this point, even Rich Lux is no longer defending Jeffree and saying I can't defend him. And obviously, you know, because he had to hear about all this shit that Jeffree talked about him behind his back from a bunch of other people to finally, you know, believe it. Same thing, you know, with Shane and Jeffree. Because right now it is very easy for them to both just be like, Trisha's just lying because she's mad at both of us and we're not responding to her, so she's trying to start shit. and kind of act like a united front against it. But like I said, the more people that come out and expose stuff is what's going to lead to the demise of the two of them. All right, so Spirit, please tell me, is there any other dramas that we're going to see Jeffree get himself into coming up here? Thank you, Spirit. What can we expect from Jeffree in the next 6 months, Spirit? Thank you. So not this Mercury retrograde, which, I mean, for most of February. The next one will be what, like the end of May going into June? That's, Jeffree's going to have something happen during then, is what Spirit is saying. I feel like this one, the focus is a little more on Shane. We're still going to get peripheral stuff about Jeffree Star, but none of it that's like so like, oh my God, you know, because most of the stuff that we're hearing right now is literally just confirmations of other things that we've all been hearing, or, you know, just, okay, are we surprised he's at it again? But see, there's this Chariot, this Ace of Swords, and this Devil. So somebody is definitely coming to sort of seek revenge on Jeffree, basically. It's like, I'm coming so that I can get you. Like, you did things to me in the past, and now is my time to come out and tell my story and finally end you, is like the energy I keep hearing. Like, I'm gonna end you. Yeah, they're coming in full on King of Swords at Jeffree, who comes up as the King of Pentacles, with this Wheel of Fortune. So this is somebody who feels like it's time for Jeffree to get his karma, because this is talking about 8 of Wands and 8 of Swords, things that Jeffree did to them in the past. And it's like, this might have been somebody that Jeffree works with, but there was a little bit of a romantic connection there. However, with this Magician card and this 4 of Cups, it's like Jeffree was lying to this person, or he deceived him, or he made a bunch of promises that he didn't end up fulfilling. And so it wasn't just the end of a romantic situation, but also a work situation too. So it's like, you affected my career as well as my feelings. So they really have it in for Jeffree. And it's talking about them gathering other people with this 9 of Cups, King of Cups, and King of Wands. And this Strength card here of, I'm coming prepared. I have groups of people behind me. I have an army to bring in with me. And with this Death card and this Tower card, guys, he's really, really like looking to put an end to Jeffree and just like completely destroy him. And there's this Knight of Pentacles, so it is revenge for a financial situation, as well as Jeffree being involved with other people romantically when this guy thought he was going to be romantically involved with Jeffree. Then we have the Knight of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, and 3 of Pentacles. So there's actually another group of people that are coming. Jeffree may be ending up dealing with like a lawsuit, or these are people that are going to come out and say that he didn't pay them, or he used their images incorrectly. Something along the lines of, you know, we're coming to collect because you fucked us over. There's a lot of people leaving Jeffree's life this year too, with the 7 of Cups and the 6 of Wands. It's like, we're tired of the deceit. We're tired of the drama. We're tired of our futures being wrapped up in somebody like you and us. You know, it's like, what if I wanted to go work at freaking MAC someday and they're like, oh, but you worked for Jeffree Star Cosmetics. We don't hire people from there. Thanks. Like, that's what it's talking about. People who work with him being very afraid of what their career is going to look like in the future by being associated with him. So Jeffree, definitely, his karma has not come to collect completely yet, but it is coming this year. So we are going to see a lot of dramas with him unfold, because it's almost like every Mercury retrograde, there's something else, something else, something else. So it's like, as soon as Jeffree's starting to feel like, okay, I know how to handle that situation, or I've recovered from it, or okay, like, you know, we just had to pay a few people. It's like, boom, here's something else for you to deal with now and clean up with. And it's, again, it's, you hurt so many people over the years. what is going to happen? People are going to come out and share their stories. You know, God always comes to collect. He rewards good or bad. So, you know, it's stay on the right side of that. So before we go, guys, somebody has been out here making fake pages about me on Instagram. This is probably the third one. I actually went and unfollowed a bunch of people recently. I am not adding a whole bunch of people. I do not DM people asking them to book an appointment with me or saying I picked up energy off of your picture. You guys keep me booked and busy without me having to go and beg anybody for anything. So I only have one Instagram account. Please make sure that you guys, you know, follow the link in the description box, or go look at my community tab. I always update you guys about stuff on there. And I am doing a giveaway over there, so make sure you guys head over there. But, you know, it's just if somebody's using my name suddenly requested you, it is not me. I only have one page. My page as of right now has, let me see, 177,000 followers and 197 posts. And I follow 137 people. So, oh, all those numbers end in 7. That's nice. So anyways, guys, I love you all so very much. I will talk to you guys all again soon.